I just want to let you know something. You can't trespass from the sheriff's department. It is public property. Funded by tax dollars.
Actually, it's not public property.
Who funds the sheriff's department?
This isn't the sheriff's
It doesn't
department.
matter who
This
funds
is
it.
operations.
It's still
It's
private
still-
property.
It's in Russ, Texas.
Why does it
It's just
say
like a
sheriff's
school, it's not
department?
public property either.
It's
School
still
is
funded by
public-
tax
it's
dollars.
private
I could be at the prison and it wouldn't matter. It's funded by our tax dollars.
The man was not held back by the police. He knew he was not doing anything illegal. He was just standing on public property, recording what was happening. This was his way to make sure he had evidence if things went wrong. The police seemed unsure. They talked about him maybe being criminally trespassed, which would mean he could not come back to this place without facing legal action, but they were not sure yet and were waiting for more instructions.
So am I being detained for
Said you were in prison? What did you
I
say?
said it's like being on a prison property. It's still funded by tax dollars.
Yeah, that doesn't mean you can't be on prison property. Try it and see what happens. Try to get in there.
I've done a lot of things on a prison
Oh,
property.
I'm sure.
before. I've exercised my rights on a prison property.
Oh,
before.
I'm sure you have.
So, I don't
Absolutely.
know what, okay, I don't know what you're insinuating, but am I being detained for a crime?
I told you you could leave, so leave.
Okay. So I'm not detained. So
I
you
never
don't.
said you were detained.
Okay, I just want to get that clarified. If I'm not detained, then I'm free to stay. I just want
No, if we're waiting on an answer to see if they want you criminally trespassed. If we do, then you're going to be criminally trespassed, and then you will leave the property. If not, you can stay here.
I am.
By all means.
I'm on
You can
public.
stand right there too. I don't care where you stand.
So
But if they
long-
want you CT, it's not going to be here.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm not detained, so you don't get my ID. The best thing you guys can do for yourself is to go back in your car and leave.
Okay.
I'm just being honest.
Well, I'm glad you think that. I don't know what you think.
Yeah. See, I'm so glad I do these audits.
Yeah, you're doing good.
I'm doing a very good job. Hey, you're gonna be the star of the show.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. That's a compliment. I like being a star.
Yeah, you say that now.
Star a lot of things.
I guess. Your attitude's a problem, man. That's
So
why.
is yours.
That's why there's a disconnect.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So that's what I'm here for, to test out, to see if you guys respect my rights, and you failed miserably.
Thank you.
You know, the
You
other
can put
police,
it on my eval.
the other police.
Or you can look up the complaint form and write a complaint too.
I might do that.
Do it.
I might. Just not today.
Alright.
I got better things to do.
Me too.
So, I mean, you can leave.
I will whenever I get an answer.
While this was going on, the man kept his cool. He understood his rights well. He knew as long as he was not breaking any laws, he could stay and record. He reminded the officers that if he was not being detained, he was free to stay right there. This back and forth arguments with the police showed a big problem. The officers seemed to not fully understand or respect his legal rights, which is a serious issue.
I would hope the sheriff would respect the Constitution.
But that doesn't have anything to do with you being criminally trespassed.
It has a lot to do with it. If I'm not able to exercise my rights on a sheriff's department property, which is funded by our tax dollars, then that is going against the
So, let me
Constitution.
explain something to you, okay?
Yeah.
Because who it's funded by doesn't have anything to do with it. It's like school property. School property is private property. If they want you removed from that
Depending on
property,
the schools.
no, public school is private property.
Depending on the
It's
school.
owned by the school district, okay? And if they want you removed from that, you can be removed from that property, okay? Just like the sheriff's office, okay?
Nah, I
It's
don't
not
think that's
public
true.
property. Public property would be like this sidewalk right here.
Yes, I'm
which
not
you
on
weren't
there.
on when I drove up. You were in their parking lot up there by the office, okay? So
And
that's
I
what
was
we're
never
trying to
told.
find
I was
out.
never told to leave either.
You didn't give us a chance either. You took off running.
Nah.